Now types of distribution system. The first one is the radial system. So here what happens, there is a transmission substation from which the distribution system starts, right? So there is going to be one huge feeder, here there is going to be another feeder, okay, and here you have the distribution substations. This is the transmission substation and this is the distribution substation. Okay. Now from here, from the distribution substation, there is going to be a lot of tap off points. Okay. And similarly the next feeder, it is connected after this. There is going to be a distribution system like this, and here again load tap off points. So it is going to continue like that. Okay. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of this system? So the very first advantages is it is simplest and the cheapest form of distribution. Okay. So this is one advantage. But one big limitation of this kind of distribution system is in case of any fault in the feeder. So let us say this, at this point there is a fault. Okay. So let me just mention it here. Let us say there is a fault here. So fault is represented like this. Now what is going to happen? This distribution system, it will get the power, but every other distribution substation which is beyond this fault line, fault point, it is not going to receive the power. Okay. So that means what is going to happen? There is no reliability of the distributor. Okay. Not reliable. Okay. As any failure in one feeder will result in total failure of power supply. Beyond that feeder. The next type is the ring system. In ring system, what is going to happen? The main feeder that is coming from the transmission substation, or you can call it the primary substation. Okay. So let us say this is the power transformer or the primary substation. So from here there is going to be one feeder, let us say in this direction. So here you have one distribution substation, here you have another, and here you have, let us say, another. Okay. So we can draw these distribution substations and the load tap off points. So this is the distribution substation and the load tap off points. So what is happening here? The main feeders which are coming from the primary substation, they are all forming a closed ring type system. Okay. So what will happen in this case? Let us say there is a fault at this point. Let us take a fault at this point. And what is going to happen? If it was a radial system and the power is only coming from in this one direction, then this substation is not going to receive power. But now since this is a ring substation, ring system, the power cannot come from this path, but it will come from this path. Okay. So in this way, this is more advantageous. Better reliability as compared to the radial system. Okay. Now the third type is the network or the grid system. So here what is going to happen? There is going to be more than one primary substation. And numerous other distribution substations. Okay. So this is going to be much more reliable and what is currently in use, right? We have a grid system. But the only disadvantage or only limitation here is it is more complex. Okay. So advantage is that it is reliable. It also gives a better voltage regulation. So these two are the advantages. The disadvantage is that it is complex.